You know what I mean?
Why isn't that? Let me
there's
tell you
no
something.
thing. But that's like foolishness.
Let me tell
The
you
reason why I like capitalism is because you can grow.
Yeah, exactly.
To make a lot of money.
Let me tell you something.
You can't do that with communism.
Let me tell you something. The thing is,
you're an American.
Let me tell you
you're
something.
in dangerous water. You don't want the government to hear that you're a communist. You know what you would get
I'm
locked.
not a communist.
Locked the fuck up.
I believe I'm socialist. I'm not a communist. It's just that version of communism.
Nazis? I'm talking.
But anyways, okay. So the thing with capitalism for me, it's I get the concept. On paper, they that's cute. Okay, you make your business, you make your money. Cute. The way it's applied here, corrupt as fuck, and it leaves I don't know how many percent of this fucking population. What?
It's not that corrupt, okay? Because out of the 500
corrupt
companies,
as fuck.
Okay, you say corrupt. That's a very small percentage because every company that's in the Fortune 500 is not corrupt because everybody gets to see their paperwork every 3 months.
Listen. My thing is, you make your own business, your own startup, you make your money. Cool. The thing is, the way the government handles it, I think it doesn't make any sense. Because for communism, if you look at it, the basic needs are met. I think that should be the basis for any fucking government or country as a whole. Why does it have to be a thing that anyone should be struggling for food or fucking healthcare or fucking education at that? That's ridiculous to me.
Real quick. You know why? You know why I say you don't know the other side to it.
Hold on. Because then you're gonna talk to me about how it is, and then the places.
No, not that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. Do you know my mom is a caseworker for the homeless? That's her job. Mm-hmm. Do you know how much grants her homeless shelter gets every year? She gets, I think it's like $800 million in grants from the government for the homeless. And do you know at the homeless shelter, all they got to do is walk into the homeless shelter, sign in, and they will get a caseworker that will help them, give them a house, housing, home them, and give them Section 80, where they will pay all their rent, and they will give them a job. That's a real thing. Beautiful. And all they got to do is walk into the homeless shelter.
Beautiful. If that's working so well, why are there?
You know why it's not? You know why?
Still,
it's a mindset thing. No, legit. No, people might not understand this. Well, my mom tells me this shit every day. How do you tell somebody, right? You sit down with somebody and say to them, "Hey, you can get out of your situation if you come into this building and thing." But this person has been living on the streets for 2 years.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Some people are fine just living like that.
They live on the streets for 2 years, 3 years. There's some people that live in front of that same homeless shelter for 5 years now. Knowing that all they got to do is just walk through those doors and their whole life will change for that.
They don't have the will to work for it at that point.
No, they have a mental problem. It's a mental disability. That people don't realize that a lot of homeless people, the reason why they're homeless is because there's a mental disability they have, not realizing those opportunities out there.
Yeah, most mental institutions, right, are getting shut down too.
Exactly, so, because there was people that comes and donate to my mom's shelter and then say to them, if your shelter is doing all this stuff, why is there people outside? And they'd be like, because how do you tell a person that, hey, all you got to do is walk through these front doors and you'll be given a job, housing?
I think those are like very handpicked situations where the same way some freaking addicts will not give a fuck about getting better. They'll just be like, no, I'm chilling out here being a homeless, being an addict.
Would you rather be an addict in a capitalistic society or a communistic society? Which one? Which one would you rather be?
What would be the difference? I'm just a fucking crackhead on the streets, regardless, getting my drugs.
Bro, when I tell you the amount of money that is given to the poverty area, people don't understand. People think no money is given to these people and they're just like homeless and they're not getting no help. There is a lot of homeless shelters that get grants from the government. They get grants from the federal and the county.
They have a budget for that. They have to.
Dude, you don't understand. They get this. This is how it goes. The homeless shelter has an X, Y, and Z time period. Hold
on, because you're straying away from my point. My thing is, see, you're saying all of that, which is beautiful, great, But in a communist society, that's not they have a department to this is that. That's the norm. Everybody is getting housing, everybody's getting food, everybody's getting health, everybody's getting education. Like, those are 4 basic needs that everybody needs. The way it's practiced, like, I know it's fucked up. But if it were to be practiced like it should be, I think that's a very functioning society. Now, when you compare it to capitalism and you guys start getting greedy and materialistic as fuck, it's like, oh, but then I can't be working as a surgeon. I make the same money as a farmer. Whatever the fuck. You guys are just comparing that to how
capitalism is one person takes all the risk and creates his business, and then he hires CEOs. Jobs. He hires CEOs and CFOs to control to make the business run good, and then they hire managers and supervisors to watch over the people that work
or slaving for
that's capitalism. More businesses are good for the economy, exactly, because it gives people jobs.
No, it does. But why couldn't it be the government as a whole? Not I made a business and I'm a multimillionaire and I'm gonna be paying you freaking dog shit.
Okay,
right? I got this. For you to be slaving 10 hours a day for me and I'm making millions and that's how you get a job and that's how you afford to feed yourself, sleep somewhere, education and health. Why can't it be that my freaking considering I'm literally what the government is here for, because without us, what the fuck are they here for? Nothing, right? Hold on.
Don't let you finish.
I'm about to get her.
She don't know.
Whatever. Okay, so it's like, why can't it just be like, if I'm the product, I'm literally what you're working for, and as a whole, I'm what you're working for. I'm who you're supposed to be working for, technically, right? Mm-hmm. So why can't it be that my basic needs are met so that we could just freaking, I don't know, flourish as a fucking society? Instead, what are they focused on? Getting more money to what the elite, right? Yes. That's what the government is focused on. It's not they don't make it about us anymore because they don't give a fuck.
You know why it's not about us? Because the government has no money, sweetie. Okay.
Thank you.
They don't. We have no money.
There you go.
You know that, right?
Give me three.
The government. Do you think? Okay. How much money do you think?
I don't fucking know.
We're in debt, right?
You're in $31 trillion in debt. Do you know what that means? I don't think you know what that means.
That's why the government doesn't. We have no money. And look, what you said about businesses. Mm-hmm. Do you know the Federal Reserve?
No.
That is not a government entity. It's a whole different thing. Okay. So that's where the government gets their money from, is for the Federal Reserve. That's why every time they do a meeting and they say, yo, we got to raise some interest rates on y'all, America's like, damn, we need to get some bread.
Exactly. We need to sell some bonds.
Exactly. The government has no money.
Okay, whatever. You don't want to put it on the government. I don't give a fuck. Whoever's on top of this shit is my point. The system as a whole, I think the concept of what communism is just makes more sense than capitalism as a whole.
Bro, where else can you go?
Hold on. I'm not saying I don't recognize the whole you hustle for your money and you made your money in like good shit. Yeah. Good for you. What I'm saying is capitalism is like 5 people can make money and 1,000 people are starving, and that's okay. That's the problem there. Communism will tell you, I don't give a fuck who's making money or not, but as far as if you're living on everybody's basic needs are met, that's on paper. They don't actually practice it like that. But let's say it was, ideally how it's actually supposed to be, then yeah, why shouldn't that be the norm, that you get fucking fed, you got a roof over your head, you got health, and you got education? Why shouldn't that be the norm?
That is basic needs being met. That's why you have homeless shelters.
Communism. You and your fucking homeless shelter that people don't even know about? Like, let's be for real.
No, they know about them. The people that's in front of the homeless shelter. What are we talking about?
You can go on your phone and type in nearest homeless shelter near me. and get a bed and get a meal and get a shower. What are you talking about? Basic needs be met.
Well,
he's getting showered.
But that's not the point. That's not the point. You're making me forget what I was about to say, bro. Bro, what other place can you go and you can come with nothing and turn nothing into everything?
Not even everything. Just comfortability to live.
You can't do that nowhere else. You can literally do that nowhere else.
Besides what, America?
No, I'm not. Let me say. Okay,
Air quote capitalistic societies.
In capitalistic societies, you can go there and turn nothing into everything. You can't do that anything else in other societies. You think you can go to China and be like, yo?
No, they shut that shit down immediately.
They will shut that shit down. You ever seen how regulated over there is? You can't do that shit.
No, but do you also see how? I mean, shit. I can't be oblivious to the fact that it's probably also fucked up. Okay, but majority of what the population's basic needs are met. I think you guys are missing the big fucking picture. I'm not saying that it's not good that you can make your own bread out of your own
but
hustle.
you're saying basic needs is not met. Why do you think basic needs isn't met?
Because I know there's a freaking large percentage of freaking people here. I don't fucking know.
Okay,
people
so
here who are retarded as fuck.
That's what you're missing then. That's literally what you're missing.
Come on, you're gonna act like that's not a real thing. You don't know that here. There's a bunch of freaking homeless people. There's a bunch of uneducated people. There's a bunch like the people who don't have access to healthcare. You're gonna act like that's not a fucking real
everybody.
thing.
No, I'm literally one of them. I'm not gonna hold it. I'm literally one of them. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not. I'm literally one of them. I'm literally one of them.
That's my point.
It all comes down to that person though.
Exactly.
The thing that Cam was talking about, accountability, it literally comes down to accountability. Because I can be like you, right? And be like, yeah, fuck work. I'm not working. No, I can legit do that. I can do that. I can do that too. Say, fuck work. I'm not working.
Okay.
And then just go to college. Mm-hmm. But guess what? I chose to go and work and then able to find my own job that was like, now I'm getting paid good. But
and
it took
insurance.
Me. You get what I mean? No, I don't get insurance from the time.
All right.
That's the future. That's the future.
Let me put it in a different perspective, right? Since I don't have the stats on the freaking homeless people or whatever. Let's say even at college level, okay, the college I'm at versus let's say a community college, right? Mm-hmm. What's the difference? One group of people have to work to pay for their fucking education. Others, it's paid by daddy's money, right? The elites that got the fucking money.
Do you know it's crazy?
Pause.
It's not paid by that. You know what it's paid by?
Pause.
It's called student loans.
Pause.
Do you know how much?
No, I'm talking about private schools versus community college.
Oh,
the same way you're saying
universities.
Yeah, the same way you're saying like you had
daddy's money
to work.
is paying for universities. No,
you haven't seen the people. You haven't seen the people at school. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying all of them are literally.
No, not even all. I would give you the good percentage of how much daddy money is paying for those schools. Mm-hmm. Less than 2%. I don't even think you know what that means. Less than
for the private for Ivy Leagues for everything.
Less than motherfucking 2%. Nobody's father is fucking dropping money.
Okay, regardless, my point still stands. So let me make my point. My point still stands. So let's say I come from a rich family, right? My family.
You don't say.
I'm not talking about myself. Literally, what the fuck, guys? I do not. Let's say if I were to come from like a literal.
My bad.
Go ahead.
Somebody else. Continue. I'm sorry.
I think you guys are very.
I
have a big misconception of how my life is set up. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, anyways, let's say I come from a very rich family. Fuck off. And then I go to school. That's it, right? I go to school. I go learn what I have to learn, and then I'm on the field after school. I got to focus on my schoolwork. Mm-hmm. Whatever the fuck, got my degree. Everything's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Easy breezy. Okay. Then let's say I don't come from a rich family, and now I have to work to pay for school. Mm-hmm. You don't see a problem in that from the get-go? Most, like the system here is you work and pay for your school, or you work and go to school simultaneously. Yeah. You don't see a problem in that?
I'm fine.
You don't see a problem in that? I find that.
You don't see a problem to pay for your education?
What? No, it makes sense that you have your parents paying for your education. That makes sense. I
pay for my education.
So did I. That's my fucking point. It doesn't make sense to have a student working at the same time you're going to school to freaking pursue your education.
Then take out student loans.
I do. I still would have to freaking work and pay for it, whatever's the remainder.
When you get your future earnings.
No. Simultaneously. The thing is that that's what I'm saying.
By the way it's set up. What student loans are you getting? Because student loans don't kick in until you.
I'm not paying student loans right now. I have student loans. I have financial aid. I have what's the other thing?
Okay, so
I think that's it. And then there's still a balance for me to pay. It doesn't cover it.
They don't cover that part. Yeah.
So then I have to pay that.
Yeah, but can you imagine the full price? You would have to pay if that was not there.
What the fuck is your point?
The point is you're missing that.
Okay,
you're right.
They freaking cut my bill the same way. Oh my god! Imagine paying full price for fucking going to the ER for a headache.
I know it sucks.
The way it's set up in itself is already like a what the fuck. You're saying it's good that they're paying for you now that you have insurance. I never said it. Why the fuck am I paying $20,000 for a headache at the ER? For you driving me in the fucking ambulance?
I never said it was good. I know it sucks, but that's the system that comes with capitalism.
Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm talking shit about it.
But those things could be those things are not improved because it's so. The reason why it's not improved is because it's so hard to improve it. That's why.
My comparison was to communism. If my basic needs were met as far as education, there's no need for a student to be working and paying simultaneously.
It's not really a basic need.
Yeah,
it is.
You're public. Okay.
It is because then you leave the
pause. I know. I got you. You know why I got you? You know why I got you?
What?
Your basic needs is met. You are able to go through high school for free. And get that your high school program.
College is optional.
College is optional. Thank you. There we go. Give me go. Got her.
Are you guys that? No, you don't.
College is optional.
What does a high school GED give you?
No, it
gives you McDonald's.
It gives you basic needs.
What the fuck?
The basic needs. You said basic. You said basic needs for education. Basic needs is a high school diploma.
Bro,
hey, look,
how much are you gonna get paid at fucking McDonald's? Tell me something.
You're being a capitalist now. You're being a capitalist now.
You said basic needs.
Let me fucking for real. Exactly. That won't make working at McDonald's isn't gonna do shit for me.
Yes.
No, but
let's say if you need a car, you need a place to stay, right? Also, basic needs. You need the cards to go to fucking work or whatever the fuck, and you need a place to stay and you need food. You think what the money you're gonna be making at McDonald's is what's gonna?
That's why you have to go.
Going crazy right now.
That's why you have to go and spend that money and go get higher education.
Because the basic needs are met. If you want to live an extra comfortable, you pay to go get it.
Okay, we have a different definition of what the fuck comfortable is. Because
oh my god.
Okay, so you tell me people that's like in communism society, they're living like the extra comfortable, or they're just comfortable. Which one do you think?
They are comfortable. Wait, first of all, in real life, I can't actually answer that because
do you know there is no real evidence of communism in the real world? Because even when we claim that Russia and China are communists, by definition, those are not communists because they have governments.
No, I get what you mean.
So with that being said, we don't know what communism really look like. Mm. So it's all theoretical by this point right now.
Yeah.
Theoretical.
It is. But, okay, so if not, that's why I say take the socialists. The socialists are real. What do you call it? France or whatever. Socialist people, diluted version of communism. Education is very fucking important to Europeans. They make sure that shit is free, like, I think throughout your whole fucking college or not college. It's like cheapest over there in Europe, right? Because they know that's fucking important for a population to have a brain in there. That's why Americans, half of them are so fucking stupid because of what you just said, right? After high school, then you got your basic needs met. Now you can work for me at McDonald's. And then where does that leave the population?
Real quick.
No. Not doing anything.
I got her again. You know why?
You guys don't have shit.
I got her again. The job that I do, guess what? All you have to have high school diploma. You don't need
high school diploma too.
The job that I do, I get paid very well. All I need is a high school diploma.
That's one out of
no, but it's the same.
No, it's the same. It's the same. You gotta know where the job's at. If you were, dude, I gotta say it again.
So your job is very accessible to anyone. Yes. Is what you're saying?
Yes. You want it? I can literally. You can literally apply and you can get it, and be making great money. Anybody can apply.
What do you do again?
I fill planes. I feel planes. I feel all types of planes. Any plane you can think of, I feel it.
You can feel Air Drake. All of them.
Yeah, Air Drake is a 767. I can feel that. A Boeing 767. I can feel that plane.
That's not a very accessible job. You said yes, it is. Accessible means that it's you need thousands of people doing that.
No, accessible meaning if you have the high school diploma, you can get it.
Because in the United States, airports don't stop. So you need a continuous set amount of people to come in to fill those planes. So with that being said, they're always hiring because they're always short staffed because the airport operation never stops.
I see what you mean.
So with that being said, it's a very accessible job that plays very well.
I feel like you guys keep on picking like one cherry out of the bunch and making your point
I'm on a
based
capitalist
off
side.
of it.
What are you talking about?
Because
like you're saying what is common is McDonald's. What is common is fast food jobs, is working for what? Amazon Industries is working, not fueling planes. You never fucking hear poor people say, "Yeah, I found a job and like we're about to go fuel planes." Nobody even hears about that.
The common person is working there also.
The common person is working at McDonald's.
I got her again.
McDonald's is an example because it said more.
Exactly. And I got her again. You know what was in college in high school? We had JA.
What's that?
Achievement? Yeah. No, not biz now. Achievement. JA Achievement. It was a program where they took us around to these different companies, and it was showing us jobs that we didn't know existed. Like the street signs. There's a company that manufactures every street sign in Broward County and Miami-Dade County that manufactures every last street sign. That is a legitimate job that you don't need none more than a high school diploma to do. That manufactures all that, and they pay really good to do it. And it also is they also teaches what's another job?
You know what else is taken out of you guys' example? What about what the person actually has a passion for and wants to do?
You can do it.
Half the time you need a fucking college degree to be doing that type of shit.
No, you don't.
Talia,
yes, you do.
Do you need a college degree to paint?
You are. Thank you. You are such a hypocrite. You literally have a passion for painting. All you have to do is take the time out of your day.
You're taking one example. Let's say boys who love cars. You want to be a mechanic or whatever.
They can make their own shop or work at Ford.
Who's gonna be What job do you think you're gonna get at Ford without a fucking college degree?
You don't need a college degree to work at Ford.
Yes,
Ford is sales. Ford is sales. All you have to do is learn sales. You don't need a college degree to be doing, I don't know, what the fuck, let's say you want to be working on the cars as the actual fucking product.
School. Yeah, just trade school. It's trade school.
That is trade school.
Whatever. Most fucking serious positions where you're actually doing some shit.
Serious positions, if somebody likes cars, what other serious position? You either fix them or sell them. What are you talking about?
And another thing is too.
Or fix them and you need to know what the fuck is going on. So that's mechanical.
In capitalism, you see these Fortune 500 companies. Do you know who owns those Fortune 500 companies? Niggas that did not graduate from college.
Hey, you didn't see the Steve Jobs movie? That boy went there.
Did not graduate from college. Niggas that dropped out of college and went and did their own business and made that shit work, because you don't learn business from college. You learn business from doing business. Okay?
I agree.
So with that being said, that's from a capitalistic society. You don't. In this world, we're taught to go to college and that because there's a system that's in place. If you learn how to break out of that system, you can do everything the fuck you want.
But you're missing my point here. It's like you could bend your back over and find all the fucking nicks and crannies to figure out why or how you could. Or how you could make it to do whatever that thing you want to do is, or make money and live half-ass comfortably and whatever without getting a college. You could do all of that. My sole point is that communism just provides it to you because it's a basic thing. You need the population to have a fucking something in their head.
Yeah, and
so provide it
the
to
high school.
No, it's not high school.
No,
it's not high school.
Well, real quick. Did you learn how to add? Real quick, did you know how to add? Did you learn how to subtract? Did you learn how to do algebra? Do you know how to do geometry? Do you know how to do trigonometry? Do you know how to do pre-cal? Where was that? High school.
Let me tell you, in high school, you're taught that shit in different parts, not even knowing where it applies.
You brought the basics.
You don't know what that has to do with anything.
You got taught the basics, okay?
Without knowing what to apply it to.
If you want more than the free subscription 7-day trial,
go subscribe, right?
Go subscribe. If you want more than a 7-day free trial,
look. The way I see it, if you have a child, you're sending that child finishes high school, you're sending that child to college, and
college is the extra though. That's what I don't think you're getting that. College is the extra.
It's the extra.
I think that's a problem in you guys'
because
noggins as a whole.
You're saying
that's not an extra. That's part of your a very important part of your education.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Your thing is the basic needs, right? When somebody graduates high school,
doesn't teach you like jack. It teaches you what.
No, it's not about teaching. It's not about teaching. It's about when they graduate.
You spend 13 years of your life in school system. Okay, that's nothing. You cannot sit there and say that's nothing. You can't sit there like, oh, that's not basic need. 13 years?
My point
that's a lot of money,
in high school, if we're being fucking honest, in high school, you're taught everything like as separate subjects. you don't know what anything has to do with it. Even in college, it's after your 2 years that you start actually putting everything together, and you're like, oh, that's where that goes, and that's where you're actually using the fucking knowledge you had in high school after 2 years of being in college. So what do you mean I'm fresh out of high school with what? Knowing how to do algebra and calculus, and so what?
That's extra, right? Your thing's the basic. What's down the basic needs, right? When somebody graduates high school, they get a diploma, or somebody can get a GED, right? Those two things grants the person with the basic needs. Okay, when somebody pays a subscription at Nova, they can get all the extra things in life. Okay, like a high-paying job in a nice white fence house.
Okay, you're like a person at Chipotle right now, right? That you get your basic bowl of, I got my protein, I got my rice, I got my veggies, and then you're like, so you tell me I can get all this shit, but I can't get fucking guacamole for fucking free? I can get all these vegetables for free.
You're not getting it. You're not getting it. You're not getting it because to you, education stops at high school, and to me, it doesn't.
It does.
So let's agree to disagree
then. If you think it's supposed to stop at high school, why is college you have to pay for?
If what?
If you think the high school is like now where it's supposed to stop, why do you think we have to pay for college if it's not an extra?
She believes it shouldn't be paid for. She believes it shouldn't be paid for.
Exactly. Whoever's making
she believes you should go all the way up to a fucking PhD for free, my nigga.
See, that's the difference. See, masters and PhDs. Those are two different.
Oh, so you say bachelor's degree?
That's where it stops.
That's
where it fucking stops. You know what's crazy? No, seriously, the masters is when you're gonna decide to specialize in something. That's the extra. That's the extra. That's the real. I'm getting a high-paying job because I specialize in that.
Watch this.
No, wait. Gives you the basic knowledge of what you wanted to learn.
Watch this. When, let's say hypothetically, it was all the way up to your bachelor's degree. Now that is basically the high school diploma.
Exactly.
In a conversation.
You hear what he just said?
No, okay, and that means
they're gonna be like, then niggas gonna be like, oh, then let's make bachelor's degree more thing because now if you have a bachelor's degree, it doesn't matter.
That means it's more common. So that means people that have a bachelor's degree has to get paid like they're at McDonald's.
And you know why? And you guys just actually made my point because it's a capitalist society. That's what it would. That's why it would result to that. Because no for real. You just made my point. No, listen. Because now, if everybody has, I'm being so dead ass. If everybody has bachelor's degrees, now you need to make profit off something else, right? So now, you're going to be paying for the masters, right?
That's not profiting off something.
It's called looking at the market. Now you don't have value by just having the bachelor's degree.
It's called looking at the marketplace, okay? If somebody has a master's degree that you have to pay for, right? That person will get paid more. But if the standard is everybody has a bachelor, everybody's gonna get paid a certain thing. Okay, so that's why when it's like that, you have to look at the marketplace.
And
so
in a communist society,
that's not
whatever
profit.
the fuck you have,
right.
PhD or high school degree, you still get to have all your basic needs met without struggling for it.
Okay, real quick. You see all these equipment? Real quick, I'm gonna give you an example. And I know it's gonna end here because I know I got her. You see all these equipment? You see all these equipment? We will not have access to all the equipment if everybody was able to buy all these equipment. Think about it. If everybody who wants to make a podcast
or just make content or whatever,
was able to buy, not even buy,
have it,
then everybody would have it. Then there'd be a shortage of everything.
You're acting like why would everyone need those things in their house? You're acting like price separates the people who wants them, who really wants them, and the ones that wants them but can't really afford it. You're truly a capitalist. That's what it is.
No,
you don't
genuinely. Okay, you don't know.
You're thinking from a business mindset.
Yes,
you need that separation. You're saying you need that separation. You don't see it from somebody who does
accounting, bro. When you do accounting and economics,
that's not my point.
You realize why it makes sense.
You learned it from the fucking capitalist system. No shit, you think it makes sense. They never teach you the Marxist bullshit in there, do they? No, they didn't. No, they didn't, did they?
Dude, okay, even with housing.
No, they didn't.
It goes to housing.
No, you never learned about Karl Marx.
Everybody's able to buy a house.
Because he's a fucking communist, okay?
Bro,
let me tell you, I'm being so serious right now. You need that margin because you want to make money off of it.
It's not about money.
Yes,
it's about supply and demand.
No.
It's about supply and demand.
Listen. You're thinking about all of it from a business standpoint, and you need money from selling your shit. If everybody has access to it,
it's not about money. It's about Talia, if everybody in this goddamn country was able to buy a house, how many houses do you think will be there?
You're literally saying that people shouldn't have houses so that people can fucking sell houses. How does that make sense to you? You're saying, oh, if everybody could have a house, there wouldn't be houses. What? So people shouldn't have houses? How does that make any sense?
Oh my God.
How does that make any fucking sense?
You're not listening.
Oh my God. You didn't hear what you just said. If everybody had houses, what? How many houses would be left? Is that what you're gonna say?
Okay. You can tag me in anytime.
Yo, wait. The fact that you guys are so dead ass about this is mind blowing.
Who makes the houses? You have to make the houses, right? Mm-hmm. So imagine if there's almost 400 million people in this in America, right? Mm-hmm. Population wise, 400 million people, and if everybody was able to get a house, 400 million. Let's say a third of that. So let's say 300 million people, right?
Yeah.
300 million people want to get a house. How are you able to build 300 million houses? Where would you put 300 million houses?
Okay.
You have
Anthony,
no demand
tell
to
me
put
something.
300 million houses. So that's why you have prices for those who can't afford to do that and get that access. You have to separate it somehow. If everybody had access to everything, there would be a shortage of everything. That's basic economics. If there's access to everything, if everybody has access to everything, there will be a shortage of everything. You have to have somebody to make that thing. If they can't make it.
You know what it is? I don't ever want to hear you about complaining about no fucking money bullshit. No, none of that. Because you know what? That means you think the position you're in right now makes a lot of sense because you need to have money.
I'm in a great position. I'm in a great position right now.
You're in a great position.
I am 21 years old.
Oh my God.
What was the
No,
stat
I'm
you
gonna
gave
say it.
tomorrow?
I'm gonna say it out loud. No, I'm gonna say it out loud. I make $1,000 a week. That's how much I make a week. I make $1,000 a week now. I'm in a great position as a 21-year-old making that money with no children, no big expenses.
Before you were in your $1,000 a week
I couldn't get there.
Listen. That complaining and about the whole struggle bullshit going on.
But
you can't complain if you think they genuinely have to make that separation because you're basically justifying why the fuck you're struggling. You have to struggle. That's what you're saying. You're making the people who don't have access to those whoever the fuck is too poor doesn't have any ability to this is that and the third. You're basically saying they should struggle because supply and the fucking demand.
Yes. But I'm not saying
you make me sick.
But you're missing the point.
Everybody should have a fucking house over their head. Everybody should. That's what it is.
Of course, everybody should.
No.
Go ahead, Cal. I know you want to talk. Go ahead.
This is the thing, right? You're saying everybody should have a house over their head, right? But you know what that costs? It costs is money, okay? And this goes back to the extra comfortable or just want to be comfortable, okay? People that are getting the basic needs in the communism society, they're getting the basics, okay? When it comes
which is good. Everybody got it though.
Yeah, right. So when you come to a capitalist society, you have the extra and just the comfortable, okay?
And the nothing. That's my problem. It's not the extra and the comfortable. It's that there's comfortable and then there's people who has still nothing under the comfortable part. That's the problem.
No, those people that have nothing can get it opportunities and some of they just don't know because in capitalism you have extra. You have extra and just comfortable, okay?
I don't think that's true. Because let's say okay, that would work for let's say immigrants.
Got a lot of fucking nerves. You live in this nice place.
Your point?
Do you think this nice place was built? Imagine, you know how hard it is to build a nice place like this?
Yeah,
it takes a lot of fucking money.
That's what I was getting
to
at.
build something nice like this. So
everybody can't have a house.
Everybody to live in a house, it's not gonna be this nice.
You're thinking
it's gonna be the basics.
It's gonna be the fucking basic.
You're thinking from a capitalist standpoint. If we were all like you said, everybody's trading this is that and the third, right? All over, everyone was communist. What fucking money would it cost? You got the cement, okay, great. I got the architect. We're trading whatever the fuck. That's it. That's simple. You got this, okay, good. I'm trading that. That's it. And everybody got everything met, and that's it.
If there was no money, that means you want people to trade, which is what we're doing with money. So what do you want us to do?
Nope.
Have good hearts?
Yes. Why are you arguing that? And how fucked up is is your moral campus. You guys want to justify that?
No, because when it comes,
this society makes sense to have poor people just because
ever since the beginning of time, there's been trade. So you're telling me,
and I think it's fucked up.
Wait.
Ever since the beginning of time, there has been capitalism. I don't even think people notice that.
It hasn't been fucking working.
Yes, it has.
No, because your fucking oblivious ass lives in this country, okay? What are you gonna say about your fucked up ass Jamaican country that you were born or whatever from? You think it's working over there? You think it's fucking working in Haiti? You think it's fucking working in Cuba? No, it's not. You have fucked up countries.
Fucking God,
you
are missing it too with those countries too. You know why she's missing it for those countries? Who is in power over there? Corrupt people, right? Your own people are corrupted. So don't come with that bullshit saying it's these fucking first world countries.
You want me to give you a fucking lesson. You want me to give you a lesson as to why it's fucked up.
Who was in power in Cuba? What's that nigga name? Not Fidel Castro?
Let me
Who is that nigga? Who is that?
And what the fuck happened? Fidel said, fuck capitalism, fuck you guys, this whole system.
And what was this country looking like? Niggas couldn't even leave. Niggas could not leave. Were people able to leave?
They put them in that fucking situation. What do you mean?
His ideals, Fidel Castro's ideals,
shut the fuck
locked down the whole country and said everybody is not leaving and we're going to better our country. That's his ideal. Was that his ideal?
Anthony, shut the fuck up for 1 second. Again, go read a fucking history book. Let's be for real. You want to know what the fuck it? You don't want to know what the fuck it was in Haiti? Okay, they were occupied by the white French or whoever the fuck people. They lost by that Dessalines guy and whatever, and then they got kicked out. Okay, so now we're occupying our own shit for a good amount of time. We're rich because we have land and very very good shit and whatever all that. What happens? What happens to the fucking U.S. area and they're like, this is not working out. They come make a military operation or whatever because there's anarchy and it's not working out and they have to come set ground rules because this is that and the third. They come occupy our lands, put presidents in their favor. American pro type of presidents so that they could pass legislative laws saying, yeah, you guys are allowed to come seize shit whenever you want. Yeah, you guys are allowed to come occupy land whenever you want. That's what it was. That's way back fucking when. Like during fucking slavery times, right? And then they kept doing that. Okay, they finally leave at some point. But guess what? Those fucking what?
He has his hand up. He wants to go.
I don't give a fuck. Those fucking presidents are still being put back into that place because what? You think if Haiti actually had a choice and a good education as a whole, that's a fucking first. A good education as a whole, they would want to kiki with the fucking Americans. Yo, the only reason why America is fucking over Haiti that bad is because if fucking Russia decides, oh no, I'm gonna decide to take over fucking Haiti. Do you see how close they are to your fucking country? They would never let that happen. They keep crippling this fucking country over and over again, putting presidents in their favor over and over again, and fucking leaving the fucking corrupt bullshit going on over and over again. Don't come tell me, oh, your people are fucking corrupt. Your people fucking enforce corruption there.
Just turn her mic down. Just turn the mic down.
No, I like
literally,
this is great content.
literally, fuck you and go read a fucking history book, Anthony. Cuba, you think it's Fidel Castro fucked it up?
Yeah.
Fidel Castro said, fuck what the fuck the Americans are doing. They said, are you crazy? And then they fucked them over all over again. Don't fucking start with me. Don't fucking start with me. And you fucking buy into their propaganda bullshit, which I don't blame you for. Again, American fucking system. Okay, you fucking buy into.
I'm letting her get it all out. I gotta let her get it all out. She don't know I got her. She don't know I got her. She don't know I got her. Are you done?
You buy into
Are you done?
No,
are you done though?
No, I'm not. You buy into the fucking propaganda bullshit that Cubans are not allowed to leave their country. It's so bad. It's so this. It's so that. Do they ever fucking tell you where the source of it being bad fucking started from? Do they ever tell you that? No, they don't.
You know what that comes back?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I go?
Yeah. You got her on the ropes.
Who is doing this? Is that capitalism or that's called government?
From a capitalist society?
No, it's not. No, that has nothing to do with capitalism.
Yes, it does, because it comes down to money and power.
No,
because it comes down to money and power.
Government and capitalism is two different things. That's government's power, nation's power. China is doing that with Jamaica and all. Do you know what China does? To these third world countries? So they'll go and they'll give money to these third world countries that they know they can't pay back. They will give these loans to these third world countries
that's what happened to Haiti.
Exactly. That they know they can't pay back. And what the third world countries do, take these monies and then use it. And then when they can't pay them back, you know what the governments do? They come in and be like, okay, we're going to occupy this as a base. That's not capitalism. That's government. That has nothing to do with the idea of capitalism.
It has to do with fucking money and greed and power.
That's government, though.
Capitalism.
That's not back to government. That's
what
government.
is capitalism about? It's not about money and power.
No. See, that's how I know she don't know what she's talking about, because you don't know what capitalism is. Capitalism is one man takes all the risk and makes a business. Then he hires people to run that business. And then they hire people to supervise the people who works in the business. That's capitalism. What you're talking about is government. That has nothing to do with capitalism. Capitalism is a person can go and create an entity and use that entity to better his life and also supply.
You're using different ways to say one person could have all the fucking money. That's not what you're doing right
jobs to other people. That's capitalism. And then, what you're talking about is
okay, you know what? That's capitalism on fucking paper. The same way what I'm saying, that's communism on paper. In real life, is that how it's fucking?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Amazon, Tesla, those are owned by Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. That's one man who creates a company, who gives CEOs
look,
and things.
Wait.
Let me tell you something.
Talia, look, you said like one man that has all the power, right? You know, Mark Zuckerberg goes to have a meeting with Congress almost every year, so like they don't think he's running a monopoly.
Thank you.
So he can't have all the power.
There's literally stuff in place that you can't be a monopoly.
Okay, let me tell you. You keep on telling me you try to separate the whole concept of the government and
it is. It's not the same thing.
No, but hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Does it too?
You know
what is the main thing basically the government handles?
Territory.
Look.
It's territory.
Territory and what? The fucking economy, don't they?
No, they don't.
No. Economy and the government has nothing to do with each other.
That's
bullshit.
America has
bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit. No, it's real. It's real. The government has no control over the economy.
Like I said, the Federal Reserve does everything.
America
has no money. America is just government. Somebody can't be about money if they have no money.
Thank you. Why do you think the government is in 31 trillion dollars in debt? They spend more money than what they bring in from taxes and tariffs. That's how you know the government have. If you're a person who thinks the government has control over the thing, no. In the United States, we is a free market. We have no control over the market. The government has no control over the market. Okay. So with that being said, they don't control the
government. Doesn't have control over the market. They have control over the laws that basically that market
other entities
complies with, right?
Supervise. They have
if
no
you're
control.
making the laws, you're literally a direct correlation to how it's working.
Oh my God. What am I to say? Do your mom have any control over this house?
Yeah.
And what kind of way?
She makes the fucking rules. And
what kind of way? She just makes the rules, but does she live here? Do y'all follow the rules?
Yeah.
Do y'all follow the rules? Like, look at
your brother.
Look at the house. No, not even get your brother. Forget your brother. You have your mom sets the rules, right? Does she live here?
No,
right? But she sets rules, right? That's the same thing that goes with the economy. The government has these rules in place, but in the U.S. economy, the government all he has to do all his rules in place. They're not in the economy.
They just have rules in place.
Two different things. That's all it is rules in place.
If you made the rules to set up a game, you made that game.
Okay.
So you're at fault for how the game is played. What do you mean?
If that was the case, the government would have money.
Thank you. That's literally. Okay. Are you paid by the government or are you paid from a job company?
A job.
Because on my check it says Swissport.
Yep.
On your shit it says Broward County. It don't say United States government.
Yo, whatever.
And I get paid from tax dollars.
Whatever.
Exactly.
I don't get how you could freaking separate government and economy. Those goes literally hand in hand. There's no fucking way for you to separate the fucking economy of a country and the government of a country. That makes no sense.
If somebody's on the side of the street, what do you call that person? That camera just died. That one? Yeah, that's fine. If you see somebody on the side of the street, what do you call them?
What do you mean?
If you see somebody on the side of the street that's living under a bridge, what do you call them?
Homeless?
Yes. Do you think he's controlling any money? No, right?
What?
No, right?
No.
And you see somebody driving a Benz, going somewhere. You think they have money, right?
Yeah.
That's how you make the difference between the two. The government is the homeless dude, okay? And the other person's in the pants.
No, they're not.
I don't know why you keep thinking the government have power. Government have no power over the economy, bro. What's that nigga name? The Microsoft owner.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Bill Gates. I want you. This is what I'm about to have. I got her again.
Got her.
Bill Gates was asked one time. He was asked by the people. He was like, yo, why don't you run? Let me finish. Before I feel the energy about to come from you. He was asked in a video view. He said, why don't you run for president? You do so much for the medical research and all that stuff. He was like, what? He said, he was like, I have more power and the control I am now than me being in office. And plus, my power now is longer than me being in office. I'm only going to have, 4 years? And I got to get elected again for another 8? He said that he has more power outside of the government. Being president of the United States. He has more power than being in the government.
Okay.
Wait.
What did that tell you?
No, wait. That was good. We can see where our mindset's at. Who do you think has more power? Joe Biden or Mark Zuckerberg right now?
I don't know the other one anyways.
Mark Zuckerberg is the owner of Facebook.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, and Instagram and WhatsApp.
He bought it or something?
He founded them. He founded Facebook. He's the founder of Facebook.
Bought Instagram.
And then he bought Instagram. And
who has more power? That's all we need to know, folks.
Thank you. Wrap it up. End of conversation.
Wait, hold on.
End of conversation. Do you know the president of the United States?
I'm thinking about first because that question
do you
is
know how
too
the government
complex.
works? Do you know how the government works?
What do you mean by that?
No, I'm asking you.
Like,
do you know how government works? Like, do you know how laws and bills are passed?
Not really, no.
So with that being said, end of conversation.
Yeah.
End of conversation, end of story. Right there, your lack of knowledge of how that works negates everything you just said.
That would only be a valid point if you were to tell me business owners made or who fucking passed bills. At the end of the day, it's done by the government, so my point still stands. Me not knowing how it's passed around.
No, exactly. That literally negates what you just said. Because you know how those things are passed?
How?
Do you know Congress can pass a bill without the president?
Okay, is that not part of the government? You're dissecting parts of the government to pass bills and laws and whatever. Government as a whole. Isn't that part of the government?
Have more power than the president.
Isn't that part of the fucking government?
So with that being said, they're all votes and democracies in their own little world over there. They really don't have a lot of power compared to somebody that has billions of dollars. Okay?
Hey,
because you know why? No, let me finish. You know why? You know who puts those people in those positions? Billionaires. You know how? With their donations to these people.
So with their money.
Those donations. Do you know how they do all
So with their money. Now let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
You see those campaigns and shit?
Let me
those
ask you
are
something.
funded by billionaires who want tax benefits and tax relief. Okay? So with that saying said,
let me ask you
those billionaires have more power than the government.
Why do you think Donald Trump won? Do you think because he has a lot of supporters or?
Let me ask you both something. Okay. What capitalism allows you to do, right? I'm a billionaire. I'm able to pay for your fucking whatever you call it, marketing thing for yourself, for you to be sitting down. There you go. Campaign. For you to be sitting down in fucking Congress and passing bills and laws that's going to benefit me. Bills and laws I want.
Yes.
And I'm poor. I don't have jack shit to give you for you to benefit me in any way, right? So I don't have a say in none of that shit. That's what capitalism leads to. The fucking separation that you want to fucking justify.
No, not capitalism. You know why? Because you can still vote. That's your option to not change that.
Exactly. You don't have to vote for the people that become in power, but you see them more.
You know why? Because marketing dollars, marketing and promotion. That's why Donald Trump won. He had more marketing dollars.
Donald Trump won because half of America is fucking stupid.
You didn't know the Asian dude that was running.
Because none of you guys would ever go for what's his name, the little communist socialist guy.
I think his name.
Do you know why Kanye didn't get a lot of votes?
What was his name?
Because he didn't have no marketing campaign dollars. Okay, he could be Kanye, but he does not have a bunch of $1 million that Donald Trump had and Joe Biden had to run for office.
I'm looking for the dude's name.
I don't know what
that
you're talking
lost. Bernie, there
Bernie
you
Sanders?
go.
He had no money.
What would you? Okay, my point. Okay, whatever. My point is, what would you think if he was president instead?
I don't know. He's not president. I don't know.
Do
Do you think it would be more? Actually, I agree with you.
It wouldn't change anything.
I agree with you. Which is why I couldn't answer your question in the sense because you said, do you think who's more powerful? I always say that. Like, I feel like presidents like come and go, but like at the end of the day, whoever is sitting there in their little jury places and whatever, they're the ones really actually making the rules and shit. Now the president doesn't have to say in jack shit.
No, but to the question I gave you, the correct one was Mark Zuckerberg. Because when it comes to marketing your campaign, freaking Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff has the ability to change.
I don't think that person has more like directly. I don't think it's power he has more. I think he has more of influence. That's what it is. He has more of influence because he has access
So
to.
you're telling me influence isn't power?
He has more money.
It is, but like as far as like
influence is power.
Let's say power as far as what America is. Why it's called the first world. Freaking I said first world. Like
okay, do you think Martin Luther King had influence?
Yeah.
If we can get a whole bunch of people to fill out a whole, what was he in front of? What was the speech?
I have a dream.
Yeah, what was that?
The Capitol.
Yeah, the Capitol.
March on the Capitol.
That's
Not
influence,
even,
yo.
fuck that shit. He had people across the nation not taking the bus for a whole year.
That's influence.
That's fucking influence. That's without social media. That nigga was a hashtag before social media.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. Listen. My thing is like if you're talking about power in stands of like you can't compare the power of the president of a country to the power that someone has over owning big social media stream thingies.
Bro, the president has to have Congress and these people sign off bills that he wants. If he wants to bring down tax, he can't because whoever the people has to vote if they want that to pass. Somebody that owns a company, like for example, the Mark Zuckerberg thing, if he sees a Joe Biden ad on Facebook or he tells somebody, yo, take that down and let's put this Trump ad, that can happen. He doesn't have to have somebody to vote on there.
I get what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
All that to be saying, your mom came here for a capitalist world and a better life.
She bought you a car.
That's capitalism.
That's
right
capitalism right there. And it looks great on you.
You guys are saying because I'm living comfortably.
Very comfortably.
You guys are dismissing the whole freaking downplay.
Without
No, shut up.
Without that separation,
Shut
I would
up.
not have that.
That's not true. That's not true. You guys are like literally ignoring the whole fucked up turn of events that comes from capitalism. You're saying you're comfortable in this and that, and that's
two
great.
kids who grew up in it. We grew up in it.
See, below that, you have
25% of it.
You tend 25% of what?
You never grew up in a capitalist world where you didn't have money. You're like, where was you in 2008? I know where I was. I know where I was. You know what 2008 financial crisis happened in America?
And that makes sense to you?
No.
Where does that stem from?
No.
Capitalism.
No.
It makes no sense, right? The way your economy is handled makes no sense, right? That you can literally predict. You could literally predict every 4 to 5 years. What do you call it? What is it called? That crash thingy makes no fucking sense.
From 2008, is the economy still like that from 2008?
It got fucked up again. I don't give a fuck how it is now.
It didn't actually, because if you look at the stock market, we're way past 2008. Nike was like $7.
Not only that, in a capitalist world, if you knew how to run, do you know how much money you could have made from that time period?
From 2008 to now? It's crazy.
You know how much money you could have made if you knew how it worked?
If you knew how it worked, why didn't you know how it worked?
I was in first grade.
Great, exactly. Not only that.
Why didn't your mom know how it worked?
But another thing is what we said. Being taught education, but that's not the point I'm making.
Which is not.
That's not the point I'm making.
Accessible.
You're talking about
which is not accessible.
My mom was born in Jamaica. She was born in Jamaica. What are you talking about? She was born in Jamaica. Third world country.
Let me finish my thought. I'm trying to get my thought out.
Even if she was born here, she wouldn't have known. And even you guys keep on saying, "Oh, why is high school free?" High school is free for what? Public schools. Public schools are what? The shittiest fucking schools to get your education.
You keep with the basic needs shit. Let me finish my thought. Let me finish this thought. Let me finish my thought. You keep saying to us that we don't understand the low of the low, but where we came from, me and Ken, we came from the exact same people you keep describing. I watched the 2008 financial crisis take 2 houses away from my mother, who came to this country with a dream, worked her ass off, bought a house, sold that house, and was able to buy 2 houses next door. And because of that crash, of that financial crisis, she lost everything. I've seen it. And had
that
to
makes
start.
sense to you how?
No, because it all stems,
Where does that stem from?
It all stems from understanding how it works. But in a capitalist world, she was able to do that. She can't do that
And
not
also
in a
able to
capitalist
have
world.
it all fucking lost. From the fucking same system you're saying she was able to get it from. Why can't it be a stable? Yeah, she gotta have. She don't have to worry about fucking losing her house.
I'm gonna give another example. Look, in the 2008 crisis, right? My mom and grandma, they had money in stocks, right? They seen the market crash and they sold it, right? But later on, that same stock that they sold is now up. But Ant was saying how his mom was able to sell the houses and lost the houses. In a capitalist society, if they stayed in the market and knew how it worked, we would have been up so much money because we're in a capitalistic society. If
it all keeps going back up. People don't realize how the capitalist world works. She was able.
You're justifying the lows just because it's gonna go back up. Why can't you just?
Oh my God! You keep interrupting.
Why doesn't it make sense? I'm not interrupting. I'm replying to what you said. Why can't you just agree that a stable fucking country where all those you don't need to worry about
enjoy
losing
lifestyles
your house
like this. You will not enjoy lifestyles like this in a stable country because
you're
this
just
is not
being materialistic.
No, it's not about materialistic.
You're
it's
just
about
being
supply
materialistic.
and demand. In a stable economy, you're not gonna have good-looking houses for everybody. You have to go with the most cheap shit for everybody.
Everything would be the Browns in Monopoly, okay?
Okay, look, this is again you're because you have seen this that comes from capitalism, right? Because you have access to this materialistic bullshit where you could have a Benz and somebody else have what's called an ugly car, and you could have a freaking Ferrari and somebody has a fucking bike, and that's frowned upon, right? That all stems from what the comparison you can make from the product of capitalism. That's it. If that was never a thing, that whole materialistic bullshit, that is literally just a product of capitalism. The freaking materialism doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. It's you gave it value. That's it. If that was never a thing,
that's not a thing byproduct of capitalism. It's from humans wanting more out of life. Okay, somebody wanting a Honda versus somebody who wants a Benz to a Ferrari. Okay, to get the Benz and the Ferrari goes back to wanting the basic needs. Nobody wants the basic needs.
Thank you, Cam.
The basic need is to have a Honda. A Honda Civic is what anybody needs. Nobody needs a Benz or Ferrari.
My point is, the only reason you could make the comparison of Ferrari and Honda, the only reason that there's an actual fucking difference stems from capitalism. The Ferrari has more value. It's more fucking expensive. It's more this. It's more that.
Why?
But
you do know why?
That's not even capitalism. That's just fucking greed. That's people.
Greed stems from fucking capitalism.
No,
oh my God. If it goes hand in hand. If greed doesn't stem from capitalism stems from greed. It's both fucking hand in hand. It's fucking money. You're playing with power. How do you not see it?
You think greed comes from capitalism or just comes from people?
I think capitalism comes from greed.
What? You can say that.
It started off with the trade bullshit. Okay, give me tit for tat. Give me a fish. I'll swim. I'll freaking give you a ride over to the river. Look. That's what it started off from.
If that's the case, why do people that make companies give people jobs? If you think it's greed,
because what the fuck are they gonna do? Run it themselves? It's not the problem that they gave people jobs. Great, you gave people jobs, but when you're paying them dog shit, that's the problem.
Do you know why they have to pay them like that? Because in order to keep them having paychecks every second week of the month or every week, they have to keep the profit up and have expense thing.
What's his face? Jeff. You think Jeff couldn't raise every fucking one of his workers' paycheck?
Yeah, no. He couldn't. No, why?
Shit.
No, you know why?
You know why?
He would still be like one of the fucking top 5 billionaires, whatever you
call investors.
Wait,
bullshit.
Look, before you go, do you know
bullshit
in a business? What is the first thing they cut when they have to cut expenses? What's the first thing they cut?
Employers.
Yes.
What's your point? He didn't have to. What's your point? Yo, people literally make videos off of this. That he could freaking relieve child hunger and still be
do you know why,
the fucking richest man. Isn't that fucking sickening?
But do you know why,
what that comes from? Capitalism.
Do you know why he has to cut the jobs?
The only reason he could literally relieve the whole planet of what do you call it?
He can't.
World hunger
He can't.
and still be rich is because capitalism is a thing.
He can't do that.
Yes, he can.
He can't do that.
He could do a lot, too much actually. Okay. So my problem is, it's not that he makes his money good for him. It's why is it possible that we coexist in this society where you could do that and I can't even be fed?
Go ahead.
That just translates into a government who doesn't give a fuck because they applied the rules to let that be a thing. Okay, no. Let's be fucking for real. You have the ability to do. No. Let's be serious. Hold on. You have the ability to do that, but I can't even eat. That makes sense for us to live in the same territory.
Wait. If Jeff Bezos says he wants to pay his Amazon workers $30 an hour, do you think that would be easy to do or hard to do? Without
hard in what sense?
Like, do you think he would anything will raise, or he can just has the capital to give people $30 an hour? You think he has that on the side? He can just do any moment.
I think 30 is a drag, but I think he could significantly improve their fucking paychecks, and it wouldn't affect them the slightest. Besides, out of his fucking profit. His profit,
right? So if he gets paid, if the workers get paid more, where is that money coming from?
For his profit.
So you
if everything is already in play and there's just
wait, no, that's good. I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna answer that.
Money, right?
His profit, his personal profit, all of Jeff Bezos' money is in Amazon stock. So if he's paying y'all more and the Amazon prices did not change, his personal profit won't be the same to pay y'all anymore. So how would he be able to pay y'all?
As in continuously, you're saying.
As what?
Since things are raised now, he doesn't have profit to keep
paying y'all. So when it comes to the pay thing people get, it has to be like that. So they'll be able to keep paying people that are working. That's all.
Real quick, last question. Where would you rather live, here or in Haiti?
In Haiti.
Okay, go back then.
I would fucking love to. Guess why I can't. Guess why I can't.